We want to make certain that our streets are as safe as possible. Accidents are really difficult to understand, and we're investigating that. I've spoken with the mayor about it. We all know how important it is that downtown Broadway is safe. I think there'll probably be a lot more discussions about are we doing everything we can to make sure that folks are safe down there.
A deadly crash that killed a tourist and injured 3 others on Lower Broadway is raising new questions about safety on one of Nashville's busiest streets and about whether drivers are financially protected in crashes like this. Good evening to you. I'm Carrie Sharp. Today, the governor called this crash heartbreaking. Here's what we know about it. A Ford Fusion driven by an 87-year-old man ran a red light and hit a group of people walking across Broadway at 4th Avenue on Saturday afternoon. It is important to note those pedestrians were in the crosswalk and had a signal to walk at the time of the crash. Timothy Wedlock, a 58-year-old man from Australia, was killed. 3 others, 1 from Florida and 2 from Tennessee, were hurt and rushed to the hospital. Police have not released additional details about this investigation, but beyond what investigators are trying to figure out, attorneys say crashes like this can also leave families facing years of legal and financial fallout. News Channel 5's Rob Coles looked at what could happen next in this case and why one attorney says every driver should be reviewing their insurance coverage.
You're dealing with 2 tracks. One is the criminal case, potentially brought by the state, the district attorney. And then you have the civil case brought by the family.
Attorney David Rabin has spent years, first as a prosecutor, then a defense attorney, representing people involved in deadly car crashes. When it comes to any potential criminal charges for this type of crash, most are one of 2 types: reckless or negligent vehicular homicide. Reckless vehicular homicide happens when a driver knows their behavior is in danger of killing someone. Criminally negligent vehicular homicide happens when a driver should have known they were endangering someone while they were driving, but didn't.
It depends on the negligence and the recklessness of the driver, and that determines the degree of homicide, if any, that it is.
That degree of homicide determines how long prison time could be. But who's to say criminal charges will be filed in this case at all? What's more likely are civil lawsuits following deadly crashes. That often happens even when there's no criminal charges. Rabin says the vast majority of drivers out there are underinsured when it comes to protection from civil lawsuits.
People are running around with $150,000 worth of insurance, and today that's ridiculous. You should have at least $1 million umbrella policy in case you're involved in one of these catastrophic accidents.
I checked with a local insurance carrier, and that $1 million umbrella policy could cost you an extra $300 a year, depending on your plan. Rabin also recommends having a dash cam facing out in your car at all times. While investigators are working to determine what charges will be filed for the crash over the weekend, Rabin thinks there's a good chance a civil lawsuit will happen.
Based on what I saw, I think there's extremely high probability that the estate of the deceased person will sue the driver for negligence in killing the person who was killed.
In Nashville, Rob Coles, News Channel 5.
Rabin says right now investigators are likely trying to piece together what was happening inside that car before and during the crash.